In this tutorial, I'll be teaching you how to cut and sew this tube-bustier dress with an handkerchief flare at the bottom. So guys, if this is a tutorial you're interested in, don't forget to like this video, drop a comment for me in the comment section, share this video, and if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. Thank you. So guys, right here I have about 3 yards of my Mikado fabric. I don't know the actual fabric they use for the inspiration, but I recreated mine using this Mikado fabric. So in case you want to use any other fabric, just make sure you use a material that is very thick and very strong so that it can have that structure at the bottom. So now let's go ahead and draft our pattern. So I'll be drafting the upper part of this dress first because there's a joining at the waistline. So this is the upper part for the front bodies, and this is the measurement I have here. This is my shoulder, my armhole, my bust, my under bust, then this is my waist, which is also my half length. So guys, right here I'll measure my bust span divided by 2. So that is your nipple to nipple divided by 2. So mine is 7 inches, and 7 divided by 2, that is 3.5. So from the bust line, I'll just roll a line downward just like this. So the next thing I will do is just to come down by half inch here. Yeah, then to tighten my under bust, I'm using 1.5 to this side, to the side front, and to the center front I'm using half inch. I'll also do the same at the waist area, 1.5 to the side front and 0.5 to the center front. I will connect it straight downward from the under bust to the waist, and from the under bust to the bust, that is that 0.5 inches we went down at the bust area. So that's where I will connect these two, and for this side here I just connect it like this. So now I want to mark a neckline because of the shaping we have at this point. So I'm using 3 by, let's use about 3.5, 3 by 3.5. This is 3 inches wide and 3.5 inches low. So that is what I have here. So the next thing I want to do now is to measure my bust divided by 4, then my waist divided by 4 also. So then I added what I took out at the waist area back into it. Then I'll connect from my bust to my waist just like this. I'm trying to confirm my measurement so that I don't connect the wrong thing. So now you connect your bust to your waist up to your armhole. Then the next thing I will do is to take out the side darts. But before then, let me draw my princess dart. So this is the midpoint of my armhole. Then I'll be connecting my princess dart to that point, just like the way I'm doing. Because we are making a princess dart bustier, so I want to take half inch to the right and half inch to the left just to tighten the armhole area. So after you are done with the half inch on both sides, then you reconnect it to the towards the bust area, not at the bust but almost at the bust area. So this is what we have. So the next thing I want to do now is to connect this armhole to this neckline area. So I was thinking if I should use this curvy side or I should use the straight side. So I noticed this was kind of deep, so I reduced this to 3 inches. You know, I told you I measured 3.5. You saw that I measured 3.5 initially, but I'm changing this to 3 inches. Now it's time to connect the armhole to the neckline area. So from this armhole, you will connect it to the tip of this neckline over there. So I'm using the straight part of my ruler like the rule, the straight part, just to rule this point. Then this is what we have. So I was trying to check if I should use the curvy side, but I noticed it will be kind of deep. So that's why I just used the straight parts here. So this was what I did. So the next thing I want to do now is to tighten this part a little bit so that it won't loosen up after joining. So I just went in by quarter inch on both sides, just quarter inch on both side of the dart after that line. So I just went in by just quarter inch like that, then I reconnected it. So this is what I have. So let me use my marker to rule out all these points. So guys, before we forget, let's take our side dart. So my side dart is the difference between my half length for the back and the half length for the front. So mine is 1 inch, so that was what I took out by the side. So if you watch my video frequently, you will know how to do this, because I just saw that I did not show that on camera. So now this is the front bodice. Let's draw the back bodice. The back bodice is very simple. So this is what I have on my pattern paper: my shoulder, my armhole, my waist, my zipper allowance at this point. So the back will be a tube because of the side of the front. So it's a tube. So it's starting from the armhole downward. So I measured my bust divided by 4 at the armhole. Then at the waist, I measured my waist divided by 4. I added 1 inch for that, then half inch to prevent zip bulging, which I took out. I added the half inch at the waist, so I took it out at the zipper allowance, just like I did. So now this is what we have. And the next thing now is to locate my dart. So I first of all take out my zipper allowance. Then what I have there, I just divided by my nipple to nipple divided by 2 plus half inch. This is just to locate where the dart will be, and this is where my dart will be. So for the height of the dart, I will just be going down by half inch from the armhole. Then I'll connect it half inch to the right, half inch to the left. Then this is what my dart is looking like. To further prevent zip bulging, what I usually do again is to take half inch upward like this. As you can see how I slanted it from the zipper allowance down to the waist, just slant it like this. This is just to tighten the center back to prevent zip bulging. So guys, I'll go ahead and cut out my pattern. Like I said, we are using a tube, like the back will be like a tube, so we don't need the armhole to the shoulder. So that part I'll take it out. So because I don't want to take the dart on the fabric, so it's either I tape this down or I leave it like this. Then when I'm cutting the fabric, I'll be taking out the dart. So anyone you want to do, you can decide to do that. So instead of cutting the dart away, what I should have done was to place this other side on it, but I forgot. So I'll now be using a tape to hold the two of them together. So guys, after taping it together, you will notice that this part here is not straight. What I usually do is to straighten it, and this excess that we are cutting away, if you notice at the waist area, it will be like it will go inside. So what you are cutting away is what's supposed to be at this side. So when I'm cutting my pattern on the fabric, I will fill up that side, that side at the waist area. So I will fill it up. So now I've labeled my pattern so that I don't get confused. So now it's time to cut the skirt part. The skirt part is a very short one. It's just from the waist to the hip. So now I'm not adding that to the skirt. but you can add that if you want to, but I don't want to add that. So I'll just measure my waist divided by 4. I think I'm adding that, sorry. Then I added 1 inch for that. Then for my hip, I measured my hip divided by 4, but I would advise you add a little bit of ease to your hip so that it is not just very fit at that point. Add a little bit of ease, let's say 1 or zero point 0.5 after taking your hip divided by 4. So now it's time to locate where my dart will be. So I'm trying to place this front on it so that the dart can align. The dart for the front and the dart for the back can align. This is very important. So the height of my dart is 5 inches, and this is what the dart is looking like. So guys, my skirt is ready, and this will also be used for the back. I'll also use this skirt for the back. The only difference will be the zipper allowance that I'll be adding for the back when I'm cutting the back. So guys, this is the rest of the pattern, and I'll go ahead and cut on my fabric. So the next thing we'll be cutting now is the handkerchief flare we have at the lower part. Look at my fabric. I folded this into 4. So because of the length of this mikado, you know mikado is always about 60 inches. So I folded this into 4, so I have 30. So because we are cutting an handkerchief flare, you will be using 30 by 30. So this point that I'm marking now is my waist, is my hip rather. My hip divided by 4. So that's what I have here. Please, if you added is allowance to your hip, please add it. Let's say you add 1 inch is allowance to your hip. You know your hip will increase. Let's say it was 40 before, it will increase to about 44. So when you are cutting this, make sure you have 44 inches, please, because they will not be joining on this. We don't need joining on this part here. So please make sure you have your accurate hip measurement, and also add your sewing allowance too. The sewing allowance at this point, add it to it. So when you open up this, you should have your hip measurements. Let's say you add is allowance to your hip, so what you have here should be enough for that. So look at the way I'm folding the fabric now, because I'm using the whole length. I'm using the full length of this mikado for my handkerchief flare. So look at the way I folded it, and I'll just trace this out on this point, then I'll cut it away. So this is what I have after cutting it. So I did not trim out anything away from this mikado. The length is 60, so what I have here should be 30 by 30. That's if you are cutting an handkerchief flare, you should have 30 by 30. So in case you want a detailed tutorial on handkerchief flare, just let me know. I think I have a skirt tutorial on that, so you will understand better with that one. So these are my other bodies. I went ahead to added stay to the upper bodies to stabilize it. I've added my sewing allowance at the side. So I've already done. If you want to pad it at this point, you add your breast pad to your front bodies and do whatever you want to do before you now start sewing. This is the skirt part. Like I said at the back, the difference between the back and the front is the zipper allowance that I added. As you can see, the zipper allowance at this side. So that's the difference between it. If you notice, I'm cutting this in pairs because I'm using the same fabric for my lining. So in case you are using another fabric for your lining, you cut the main bodies and you also cut the fabric. So guys, let's start with the joining. So I will start joining from the upper bodies for the front. So I will join this together like this. I will also do the same thing too for the lining. The way I join the front, the main fabric is the way I would join the lining. So after sewing, if you notice that this part is not aligning, please just trim it out to blend with the center front. So if you also notice that too on your fabric, on your lining rather, just trim it out. So this is the bustier, and this is what it is looking like. This is the lining. So I'll go ahead and turn this I'll turn the neck area, then the side, because I'll be joining it with the skirt part. So as you can see the back also, I've went ahead to turn it. You know I tape in my dart, so I don't need to take in any dart at this point. So let's assume you want to add this rope to this part. So that is where you will fix the rope, but I don't want to add rope to it. So guys, this is my back bodies, and this is what it looks like. You know, we took out, we took away the dart, so we don't have to take any darts on the back bodies. So let me go ahead and sew the front bodies, and I will show you what I have. So after sewing the upper part, I join it together with the skirt part, and this is the back also. It has been joined together with the skirt part. Then the next thing I will do is to join both of them together at the side. So I'll join them together at the side downwards like that. So after joining, this is what we have, and I went ahead to also fix the zipper. So what I did was to just go a little bit upward at the center back before fixing the zipper. So I told you earlier that we did not need to open up this handkerchief flare, but I made mistake of opening it up. So please don't open yours up. What you just need to do is to notch the center front, the side of the handkerchief flare, and also the back. Then you align them together with the upper bodies, then you sew. Because of time, I went ahead to sew, and I went ahead to also weave, and this is what we have for the dress. So you just go ahead and sew that. So I did not add lining to the handkerchief flare. As you can see, my beautiful rose. If you want a tutorial on how I made this beautiful rose, please let me know, and I will drop the tutorial after this video. So guys, let me know if you're interested in the tutorial of this flower. So this is what the dress looks like on me, and it looks really really nice and very very beautiful. So thank you so much for watching. If you haven't liked, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you in my next tutorial. Bye.